Whole Sesame Street crew, weekday mornings at 11.
I did it. I said. Whoa! Come on.
Switchback.
Good morning, Saskatchewan, and welcome to show number 115 of Switchback. This is our last show of April, and in a way it's kind of a spring cleaning show as we transform all kinds of things that are away now into something, well, different. Yes, this is our makeover show, and there's going to be all kinds of action happening. Before we do that, though, I want to say a happy birthday to Sean Fox up in Saskatoon. Sean's going to be 11 years old tomorrow, and I also want to say a big hello to everybody down in Weyburn. I was down there yesterday for the Farm, Home, and Leisure Show, had a great time, and a special hello to Tiffany and Sky Hill, who live in Weyburn, and thanks to everybody in Weyburn. We had a really good time. Now, as I mentioned, this is our makeover show, so sort of like a three-ring circus, the hair and fur will be flying in here today. And to get things started, I'm going to introduce you folks to the four winners, the human winners of our makeover contest. They're joining me here in the studio along with all the people involved with the makeover contest. Now, first of all, I'll grab the first letter of a winner. This comes from Jennifer Webb. And Jennifer, how are you this morning?
Good.
Good. Now, Jennifer's down from Saskatoon just for this makeover. And as we can see in the picture that Jennifer sent to us, the reason she wants a makeover is because everybody laughs at her hair. And when you see hair like that, there's absolutely no doubt about why Jennifer needs a makeover. Jennifer, are you pretty excited about this?
Yes.
Okay, I can ask you to take a step back there and get ready for your haircut. Maybe I can get up here our second winner of the makeover contest. This is Orion. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good. Now, Orion used to live in Larange. That's where you used to watch Switchback, I guess. Now you live here in Regina. And Orion sent in a whole group of pictures, I guess, to demonstrate why he needed a makeover. Now, he looks like a mild-mannered guy, as you can see, but basically the guy's kind of a squirrely person, right? He gives us this picture, then he gives us another picture, which shows that he's actually kind of a sportsman. Now, just to prove that the makeover contest can actually transform your entire personality, there he is, the Hulk. Well, we hope to transform the Hulk, the sportsman, and the man about town into a whole new person. So, Orion, I'll ask you to step behind there and get ready for your makeover. Our third winner of the makeover competition, can I get you to hold that for me there? We're going to flip through here, find another really silly picture. There we go. This is Julie McKay. Now, Julie lives in Regina, and as we look at her picture, you'll realize Julie actually wants to be a model, and so she's hoping maybe this transformation that takes place today will show that she can be a model. And there's a picture of Julie, well, from the wrists up. And I would like to point out she is wearing shoes. Julie, a career in modeling is a goal of yours, I guess. Maybe if we can do a good job with your makeover, you could do that. Are you still pretty excited about that?
Yeah.
Now, you've moved around a lot of different cities, so just recently moved into Regina. You used to live out in Manor. Not a lot of modeling agencies there.
No.
So, well, hopefully we can get you off to a good start today, so I'll ask you to step behind and get in the chair ready for your makeover. And our fourth competitor is Terry Bell. This is young Terry right here, and Terry says, well, he's been a bit updated in style since the picture he sent to us. but he says his mom won't buy him new clothes. Now, there's a picture of Terry. That's actually an older picture when he was cute. No, I'm just kidding. You're still a pretty cute guy. Now, you're primarily concerned with your fashion wardrobe, your clothes, a sort of a statement, being a guy on the cutting edge of fashion?
Yep.
Okay, well, short on words, but long on expectations. So, Terry, I'll get you to step in behind there and prepare for your makeover. Now, we've got all kinds of people helping with our makeover this morning. And first of all, I'd like to introduce Bryce Miles. Come on up here, Bryce, from Sears. Now, Bryce will be along a little bit later on, but maybe you can give us a little bit of an indication of what you've brought along for these people.
Well, we bought some brand new clothes for spring 1987. A lot of exclusive to Sears Canada down at the Cornwall Center. And, of course, it's all light and bright.
Okay, so it's going to be a fashionable show a little bit later on.
Very fashionable.
Thanks very much to you, Bryce. We'll chat with you later. Next, we have the two people that are going to be helping us with makeup, and in fact, they help us with makeup on Switchback every week. Carol and Mona, are you guys pretty excited about this?
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's an exciting show for people because things are going to have to happen very quickly. Now, not only doing the makeup for all the regular guests, but all the people helping with makeover and the winners of the makeover. So you people are going to be very busy. You'll earn your minimum wage today. So if I can get you guys to step back for a sec, I'll meet the last two people officially in the human makeover category. This is Cindy Tokar.
Hi.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and Sandy Sokolowski.
That's the one.
That's close enough. Yeah, there's a lot of names for me to remember. Now, both of these people represent Blondies, a place where I will now get my hair cut from now on. And you people are going to be involved with the makeover, giving these people new coiffures.
That's right.
Or haircuts for people like me. So each of you can grab somebody back here. Who have we got? We've got Julie waiting back here and Jennifer. So you guys can commence work on the hair there. We've got a very, very busy show. But before I tell you about any of the other things on today's show, I want to show you some of the things on today's show. Here's a look at our headlines.
The police want to dance with you, my man. Get on the floor and work it out if you can. Here's my ulterior motive, my game plan. Doesn't hurt to flirt, just go ahead and chase the skirt.
Everything about today's show deals with the changing styles, trends, and times of today. So it's important that we know what time it is.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Club Nouveau does a quick makeover of an old tune, Lean on Me.
Till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
And Genesis gives us some bad news about the timing of the end of Easter break. It's all over tonight. Now, not only have we got humanoid people being made over today, that is people, we're also going to do some pet makeovers. Now, we've got a gentleman here who owns Furs Made Fabulous here in Regina. His name's Reg Stuhlberg, and he's going to be doing a makeover for a pet. It's an interesting thing. We'll see that furry pet a little bit later on. Now, someone who's taking this makeover idea to a complete new extreme is a gentleman by the name of John Somm. Now, you may not know John now, but you'll know him by the time today's over because he's into sheep shearing. He's going to do a total makeover of sheep. Not this particular one. This is just a pretend one, but it's a cute one. And the chicken and I are also happy to welcome, hopefully, 4 members of the 1974 Regina Pats. Now, that was the last Regina Pats team to win a Memorial Cup, and many of these people have gone on to outstanding careers as firemen, bus drivers, all kinds of things. Yeah, a couple of them even still play hockey. So hopefully those folks will be along to talk to us about the alumni game tonight in Regina, which is raising money for the Brad Horning Fund. Now, we've got a lot of things happening on today's program, so I think I should take a couple of deep breaths and sit back and prepare for an outrageous makeover show because it's going to get really, really hairy in here in 2 minutes.
Give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing.
New Bounty is coconut, moist, tender coconut, covered with a thick, smooth, chocolatey coating. New Bounty, moist, tender coconut gives you the taste of paradise.
Stacy,
has come.
It's new. Break through the ordinary. Give your mouth a flavor break. If you're gonna take a break for flavor's sake, a breakthrough with sugarless Trident. It's new. It's a flavor breakthrough.
Tasty, tasty, very
New, tastier Trident. The sugarless flavor breakthrough.
very.
Hi, I'm Ernie Reyes Jr., and I'll be at the Canadian Open Taekwondo Championships in Regina, Saskatchewan, May 16th. Hope you'll be there, too.
Be sure to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of TV Sidekicks, appearing in person with the champion West Coast performing team at the Regina Agrodome, Saturday, May 16th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 advance and $12.50 at the door. Available at the Regina Agrodome box office. Don't miss your chance to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of Sidekicks, May 16th. Be there.
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger.
Snickers is bigger because they put more in.
There's more to satisfy you in the new Bigger Snickers bar. More crunchy peanuts, more peanut butter nougat, more creamy caramel, more rich milk chocolate, more Snickers to enjoy, more Snickers to satisfy you. Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies. And now...
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger. Snickers is bigger because they put more in. There's more to satisfy you. Yeah.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan. This is our makeover special. As you can see, the makeovers have begun. Now, Sandy Sokolowski from Blondies is already busy chopping away here on young Jennifer's hair. Now, maybe you can give us a bit of an indication as you're working there. What is sort of a trend, or what is the style like today for women's hair?
Well, like the styles of today are not really a particular length or a particular length or a version. Like, it's not going to be like one particular thing. It's going to be the style. It's going to be more of a feeling in the hair. Like, there's going to be a lot more tailored looks, a lot more nice straight looks, a lot more tailored wavy looks, that sort of thing. Definitely much more control in the hair than the wild stuff that used to be.
Okay. It's still an advantage, I guess, that these are the 80s, as they say, and so to an extent, whatever looks good is okay. It's
That's without a doubt.
It's not everybody has the page boy or everybody has the brush cut.
Well, the world's become so small. You get so many different influences now.
That's right. Now, what are you going to be doing with Jennifer here? Jennifer, have you got any ideas of what you'd like to have done?
Not really.
Okay, that's what you like to hear. You've got carte blanche treatment of the head area here. What are you going to do?
Well, with Jennifer, I looked at her face and I decided to do a bit more of a proportional haircut to her to sort of strengthen her jawline, all that kind of stuff. We look at the face and determine that. So I'm going to be cutting it clean to about mid-jaw length, doing a little bit of layering through the top, offering a little bit more fullness in that, a little bit of softness around the face, and then just finishing off with a little bit of an extreme sort of finish on her.
Okay,
so,
well, I better be quiet because you've got a lot of work ahead of you there. Thanks, Sandy. Also, Cindy over here is getting really into it here with Julie. What exactly have you got in mind for Julie?
Well, we're going to go quite short. Her hair is quite full and very thick. Therefore, I feel she should have a nice look that she's able to take some curling iron to it and make it look in different ways instead of just wearing it long and blunt at the back. Her hair is very thick and she has a very nice hairline, so we're going short at the back, and we're going to go quite short in the sides because of the fact that she has a very petite face, and I like people to look at a face instead of just looking at hair.
Okay, so the hair will sort of show off the face.
Definitely.
Now, you know Julie's interested in being a model, so this is the kind of hair that would go well with a model?
You bet.
Okay, are you pretty happy about this, Julie?
I guess so.
I guess so. Okay, well, not a lot of comment from the participants just yet, but the two people involved with the makeovers, Sandy and Cindy, are hard at it here with the work. So, excuse me here, while the... ooh, listen to that. That sounds good. While the hair is falling in this general region, I'll move over to, well, what we call the right area. You see the right side over here, and meet another guest on Switchback. Good morning, Reg.
Hi, Bill. How are you today?
Fine. I guess I don't need this. I'll take this away. You have your own. Reg Stuhlberg works with Furs Made Fabulous, which is, I guess, your own company, your own business?
Yeah.
And you work out there with your wife and some other people, and basically what you do is pet grooming or pet makeovers.
Yeah, it's just me and my wife, Bill.
Okay, just you folks. Now, we have a dog here, I think.
That's Pluto the poodle.
Okay, Pluto, you certainly look out of this world. You do dogs? Do you do other types of
dogs? And we do cats as well.
How about turtles?
No.
Not so much on the turtles. Now, what would be the general plan now, Reg? People out there may have dogs or cats interested in grooming them. Is it just for sort of show dogs, or can just household pets get done too?
Oh, the majority of our clientele is all household pets. You know, they're dogs and cats, and they bring them in regularly on a usually a 3-month basis, to get them clipped down so they're easier for them to look after. But Pluto here, we're going to leave him in a longer show-style type clip. Just take what he's got and try to make him look really great.
Sort of sculptured it.
Yes,
now,
right.
How long would it be, or has it been since Pluto last got the
Pluto
shape?
came to me, I think, in October.
So that's a little bit longer than normal.
Yeah, he's really bushy. That's why I picked him. I had a hard time finding a real hairy dog for you.
Well, you know, most of the dogs I've seen are real hairy. Now, I was going to ask you about, is it a spring thing about dogs? It doesn't matter.
Not anymore. It used to be at one time, but now, put it this way, we're booked right to June the 8th.
Okay, so you're very busy?
It's all the time.
Yeah, I thought maybe, because I know when I had a dog, it would sort of mat up in the winter and stuff, and maybe the dogs would feel a little bit better in the warmth of summer if they weren't so hairy.
Yeah.
Do you think the dogs like this kind of thing? See, I got the feeling
some
that
do, some don't.
Yeah, what do you think about Pluto? Is Pluto going to be fairly tough for you?
He might have fun with his face, that's about it. He doesn't like getting his face clipped, but other than that, he should be pretty good.
A little bit closer?
Yeah.
Now, maybe you can explain, what do you use? Just a normal set of clippers?
Scissors, different types of scissors you use, and clippers. Ordinary clippers and your brushes and combs, and that's all you use to do the dog.
Now, was Pluto washed before we got
We had to, yeah. It took me till 2:30 in the morning to get him ready. He was pretty knotted, so we took our time with the boy.
Yeah, and a big curling iron, too. To get all that stuff. Well, Reg, enough of my chatting here. I think you better get ready to transform and make over Pluto into, well, what?
Something nice.
Mars, Mercury, some other planet.
Oh,
yes,
right.
I'm sure at the end of the show, Pluto's going to be a different-looking dog as the makeovers continue everywhere here. Time for our first video of the morning. Now, Quartermaster Flash is not a household name. It's not the kind of group we've heard of many different times, but they've got kind of a wacko kind of song. And this being a makeover show, it's very important to keep everything in perspective and keep things on time. So here's Quartermaster Flash telling us that you know what time it is.
Oh, say, can you see my eyes? If you can, then my hair's too short. Down here, down.
These guys have become country legends.
Hello, Mary Lou.
This group is solid country gold. This album is Country Supergroup, 17 of the greatest country groups of all time. Alabama, Restless Heart, Bellamy Brothers, Sawyer Brown, Exile, and the Forrester Sisters. Nitty Gritty Dirt Man. The only album of its kind anywhere. Country Supergroups from Quality Records.
Discover the Royal Banana Split, made with a trio of Queen's Choice hard ice cream flavors. Rich vanilla, luscious chocolate, very strawberry. Topped and topped again as only Dairy Queen can. The Royal Banana Split, made with Queen's Choice hard ice cream. At $2.49, it's hard to resist. Royal Banana Split at Dairy Queen.
We treat you right.
Coconut, moist, tender coconut, covered with a thick, smooth, chocolatey coating. New Bounty, moist, tender coconut gives you the taste of paradise.
Okay, Saskatchewan, if you know this famous face, get on the phone right now. 359-1069 in Regina, 359-1076 if you're calling long distance. Tell us who owns this famous face, and you'll win a Switchback mug. Reg, that was a pretty famous-looking face, and you're working on a famous-looking face already. Maybe I'll get you to turn Pluto around a little bit. We can already see that this dog now has a face. which is something unique that we hadn't seen earlier. Do you start with the face because it's going to be difficult to do, or any particular?
A lot of times they're scared of having their face clipped, so you may as well get the worst parts done first.
Okay, well, Pluto begins to take shape already. It's a pretty long process. You mentioned you were up last night doing the shampoo. You would normally do that if somebody just brought the dog in. You first of all have to shampoo him.
No, you brush the dog all out first. Before anybody ever baths a dog, they should brush it out first because knots get worse.
Okay. About how long would it take if I brought in a normal house pet and wanted it made over?
If you want it made over short, it could take about an hour and a half. If you want it made over really long, it take about 4 hours.
Okay. So do you charge by the hour?
Well, it's an average price in there. Our prices are quite reasonable.
Okay, and of course they are. You know that Furs Made Fabulous is probably the most economical, talented, quality pet grooming establishment in Regina Reg. I'll let you get back to work with Pluto there. I've got to check back over here with the rest of our hairstyling type people over here. Sandy and Cindy are still going to town pretty good with the young ladies here. Maybe we should let the guys get in here and get a bit of a start. Can I ask you guys to just head out from the chair, take a rest? Obviously your hairs are getting pretty tired. Guys, can I get you guys to hop in here and
you can have some.
And we'll see. Maybe I'll chat with you for a sec here, Cindy. What's the deal with men's hair nowadays? Is there a bit of a trend happening?
Actually, there is. There's a lot of different styles. Length for men is in if it's kept clean, and if it's in the back, it's seldom worn, so it hangs in their face. It's nicer to have length with full, thick hair than it is with limp hair.
Right.
But it really depends. Perms are in, colors are in, you know, highlights, getting into a little bit more shine, a little bit more pizzazz.
Okay. What are you going to do with Orion here? Have you talked over a bit of a game plan at all?
We sure have. Orion's got really limp hair, and it's very fine.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I got limp hair, too.
So therefore, we're going to go quite short. His hair is quite long. It'd be different if he could get into perms and go for perms quite often, or color or something like that. But we're going to go quite short with a little bit of style in the back. Layer it up so it's not so heavy and so dull looking. And we're going to go in this area and sort of give him a little bit of a part to the side and come with a nice clean look on this area here.
Okay.
I think it'll be nice.
Good luck, Orion. Good job, buddy. Hang in there. You're limp. Whoa, we got another challenge over here. Sandy, what are you going to be doing here for Terry?
Well, actually, I'm after a stylist that's going to, you know, basically Terry wants to get women, so no worries. Now, actually, what we want to do here is we want to take it a little bit shorter on the sides and on the top and get it more of a, just a bit more of a clean style, keeping a little bit more length here just to get a little bit more pizzazz.
Okay. Interested in some dates, young Terry?
No, not really.
Not really. I think Sandy's just teasing you. Take it from me. It's still more important to have a nice-looking car. That's what didn't work for me. I didn't have a very good-looking car. Well, Sandy and Cindy, we'll let you get back, continue working on the young guys here. We decided to carry the makeovers to extreme extremes on today's show. In fact, even one of our videos, 2 of our videos, 3 of our videos, actually, all of them have something to do with makeovers today. Now, here's a video that sort of combines an old look with a new look, an old tune with a new tune. It's a new band. It's Club Nouveau. Lean on me. You gotta like that Club Nouveau, and you gotta like our Easter egg hunt. One of our better contests, I'd have to say, that we've come up with in the last couple of years. Last week we asked you folks to find hidden Easter eggs. Now we had them hidden all over our set here, and you folks wrote down as many of them as you could. Now we hid 8 of them. Honestly, though, one of them was really, really tough to spot. Now, we're going to show you the 8 locations, see if this compares with the list that you mailed in. Now, as I mentioned, there were 8 eggs hidden in total, and the first egg was hidden on the wall behind me. You see it there in the circle? That's egg number 1. Egg number 2, we'll go through these things pretty quickly. Egg number 2 was on the couch beside the guests. That's Karen Matz, who was our guest last week. There was an egg sitting on the top of the couch. Egg number 3 was located on the edge of the telephone, right here on the desk. Egg number 4 was hidden not all that well on the front of the desk in the green crepe paper that decorated our desk. Egg number 5 was on top of our camera, on top of the viewfinder, in fact. Egg number 6 was on top of the, what would that be? The handle on the basket, I guess it was. Egg number 7 was located on top of the monitor on our desk, and egg number 8, the most difficult egg to spot, is in amongst all of those people on the coffee table. We'll give you another look at it just to prove we weren't kidding you. There actually was an egg on the corner of the coffee table. So not everyone got all 8 of them. However, most of you did your best, so we considered if you guessed at least 6, that would be good enough. Now, I'm wearing the prize for these people, the AM/FM portable radio. We're giving away 3 of these this week to these 3 winners if they have correctly identified the 8 locations. 1, 2, 3. Looks correct to me. Michael Burashalo, I believe it is, in Assiniboia. You're our first winner. Congratulations to you, Michael. Reach down here for winner number 2 in the Easter egg hunt. Is Natasha Wasmuth, I believe it is, in Weyburn. You're our second winner. And our third winner is Chad Stewart, and Chad lives in Regina. So you people will win the AM/FM portable radio package that looks just like this. Incidentally, I had this just recently turned on, and it sounds wonderful. I should also mention to you, batteries are not included. Okay, time to make a couple of, I should mention, yeah, we did get a very good-looking entry this week, too, and we'll give you a little look at that. When you people send in the cards and letters, we love to have drawings sent in as well. And this exemplifies one of the entries that actually shows all 8 of the eggs on our set. Actually, only 7, because the one on the coffee table was really hard to find, but I'm not taking responsibility for that. Please send in your complaint mail to our producer, Bill Jones, who tried very desperately to hide that 8th egg. Now, I'm going to make a couple of phone calls. If the phone rings in the next little while, it could be me on the phone. And if it is, pick up your phone and say, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback, and you could win this Hit Energy album. I'll set that right there. Okay, time for the phone call here. This will be long distance, which means if you live in Regina, this isn't me phoning. But if you live outside of Regina, it might be me phoning. You could win this Hit Energy album. Starship, We Built This City. That's one of the many tunes on the Hit Energy album, which could be yours if you correctly pick up your phone and say, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. I hear a ring out there. Sounded like 2 rings. A party line, I believe.
Hello?
Hello, is Joelle there?
Yeah.
Joelle, Bill Wright calling from Switchback.
Make it quick on one.
Oh, no, you can't do it now. No, I'm sorry. You answered incorrectly. It sounded like you were going to answer it, and then you didn't. Did you chicken out?
Well, that was my sister.
Oh, well, that's too bad. You got there just a little bit late, but I'll tell you what. Because you were such a big fan, I'll send you absolutely nothing this week in the mail. Okay? Well, thanks. And keep entering our contests.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. What a cruel and heartless individual I am. Okay, we'll make one more phone call. We got to get to, I was really easy. I was nice on Easter. I'm getting tough this week. All right, one more phone call. Here we go. Yes, another long-distance phone call. A lot of people write in and give me their phone number as sort of bribery. It helps. Always include your phone number with every entry and letter you send in to Switchback. It makes it a lot easier for me to potentially phone you. So if that is your phone ringing, pick it up and say, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. You could win this Hit Energy album. I hear lots of rings happening there. Sounds like nobody's home. Oh.
Make it quick, I'm watching Switchback.
Oh, we have a winner. I had just about given up on you. Is this Maria?
Yep.
Is your last name Cruz?
Yep.
Well, congratulations. You live up there in Saskatoon, and you wrote, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. You said I could call you anytime, and you'd answer correctly, and you know, you did. So we're going to send you this Hit Energy album, and please, Maria, allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery, because I'm feeling very lazy right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Thanks very much.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, thanks to all you folks, and continue sending in all the cards and letters, and yes, money, if you want, because sometimes it'll help allow me to make decisions as to who I phone for our contests. Now, we're still awaiting our special guests to arrive, so a little bit of a change in plan now. I think I'm going to get ready to introduce a new guest, and we're going to learn about sheep shearing in 2 minutes.
Give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing.
If 9 to 5 is getting you down and it's only 10 to 3, why not give yourself a Kit Kat? Give yourself a break. Light, crispy fingers covered in Roundtree milk chocolate. The perfect break in a hectic day. Give yourself a Kit Kat. Give yourself a break.
Hi, I'm Martin Short. If you drink, do not drive.
It's very, very, very stupid if you do that, I suppose. I must say, no question about that.
An unconquerable spirit, powered by a burning drive to succeed, make these artists the class of the 80s. Jennifer Warnes, plus the Bangles. Janet Jackson, Till Tuesday, and Sade. Belinda Carlisle. The Pointer Sisters, Luba and Hart. Experience the class of the 80s from Quality Records. It's in stores now.
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger 'cause it put more in.
There's more to satisfy you in the new bigger Snickers bar. More crunchy peanuts, more peanut butter nougat, more creamy caramel, more rich milk chocolate, more Snickers to enjoy, more Snickers to satisfy you. Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies. And now...
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger 'cause it put more in. There's more to satisfy you. Yeah!
There you go, Saskatchewan. A couple more famous faces for you. If you can identify these two famous faces, give us a phone call right now. If you can identify them, you can win some Switchback mugs. The makeover activities continue here. Cindy and Sandy are feverishly working away at our two young ladies over here. Jennifer, how are you doing over there? Kind of shrugging her shoulders. She's not really sure what's going on. Julie, dramatic fashion now, getting her hair attended to. And Reg is still working away over there on Pluto, doing his best to transform and do a complete makeover of the dog into something totally different. Reg, how are you doing over there?
Pretty good.
Okay, give us a wink and a nod if things look to be fine. And they look to be fine. Pluto looks to be pretty happy too. I'm just gearing up here because I get to introduce a guy by the name of John Somm. John, maybe I can get you to step right up here and meet the folks at home. Now, I'm getting ready because I once saw in a movie that whenever you deal with sheep shearing type guys, you should look the part. So as you can see, I'm in the full dress regalia here, as if I were a farm guy and I was going to have to sheep shear. Now, tell us about sheep shearing, or more specifically, or generally, about sheep. Have you got a lot of sheep on your farm?
We have about 100 on our farm, Bill.
Any idea how many sheep there are in Saskatchewan? Is this a big sheep area?
It's not. It used to be one of the largest, but it's been declining for recent years, and I suspect there's around 40,000, give or take a few thousand, and that does not include the lambs, I would say.
Okay. Now, what's the primary reason for people to wear boots? Sorry, to wear to raise sheep? Is it for the meat, or is it for the fleece?
It's mainly for the meat. Previously, it had been for the wool. Australia is still, and New Zealand is still quite wool, produce a lot of wool, but we're mainly produce it for the meat.
Okay. Now, you mentioned I mentioned the fleece. When you sheep shear, you get this fleece that's left, the big thing, and then of course you can sell that. That's later washed and manufactured in some other factory or whatever and comes back as clothing. But there's quite a skill and quite a talent involved with doing that, and I had an opportunity to go out to John's farm and watch him do some sheep shearing. So John, we're going to take a look at that, and you can describe the process as it's happening, and we'll then see John sheep shearing.
Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Wide is his blow and his hands move quick. The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow and curses the old snagger with the blue-bellied Joe.
This part here, we're doing the stomach first. Usually this is the most critical part because all the big milk veins run into the udder, and so you have to be somewhat careful that you don't hurt the animal. After that, you move on into the hind quarter and do all the way down along the back leg and over actually over the backbone. Now, if you don't do over the backbone, you'll find that later on when you come to do the other part, you get into trouble. And then we just finish off doing the other side and then finish off right at the very back and with the final stroke over the tail head, and that should be it. Up the animal goes and she's ready to go out into the wilderness.
Now, the sheep looks very different after you're finished. Put her back in the pen there. Now, what's left looks like this big piece of...
Just the fleece. Just the fleece that's out, and then you take and you fold it up. You keep the the inside out so that when they grade it, they can tell what kind of fleece they got and what the wool is going to grade at. The finer the wool, the higher the grade.
Now, you just tie it up in a big bundle, but there's something interesting about the actual string that you use here.
Yes, it's paper twine. If you start using hemp or some other kind of plastic twine, it gets in the wool and you can't get it out, and that's what's itchy.
Okay, now you brought a fleece along here for us. Maybe
yes, I brought a couple of them actually, Bill.
Okay, maybe we can just take a look at that and see the fleece. It actually, if you shear the sheep correctly, it comes off in one big piece.
One big piece, yes. And then what you do is you flip that out, and it all flips out into one big area, and then they just take and they grade that according to what.
Okay, well let's have a look at this thing and see what.
Want to flip it out?
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like. If it's done correctly, it's in one big piece. Now, why does it? Why does it? It tends to almost stay together and hook to itself.
If you take this stuff and you pound it together, you'll felt it, and that really is what felt is. A lot of people do felt their own, and
maybe we can just get your throat over here so it doesn't get quite so much sawdust.
This one has been wrapped up, of course, and so it doesn't flip out quite as easy as the others do. But now this is on the underside, and it should cling together, and you should be able to take and grade the fleece as it comes out, and then from the back end down to the shoulders. And then what they do is just roll it back up and put it down again.
Okay, all of this came from one sheep?
Yes, that's off of one Suffolk sheep, that one.
Okay, now this doesn't look all that tough to me. You take the clippers and you clip the thing. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I could probably shear a sheep if I ever maybe have the opportunity to. That's something I will consider, but we don't have time right now. We're busy with the makeover. We got kids getting their haircut here, and if you'd have brought a sheep along, I was going to show off to you guys.
Oh, well, but who knows? That might happen, you know.
Who brought this here? I didn't.
Isn't that something? We have one. This is a pet sheep. This is three, actually.
A pet sheep. This pet sheep. Oh, look. And this guy's name is 86U.
Yes.
Does that make it a U? What do you guys want me to do something with this thing now?
Yes, I think you should shear this, yes.
Okay, well, we'll get involved with the makeover here in a second. As far as I'm concerned, this looks like another CBC Sports Spectacular. We're going to have to do our best. Well, I don't know. We'll do our best with it, I guess. Here, let me get that.
Let's just move her back a little bit.
Okay, now should I?
Yeah,
you have gloves here.
Use that one glove.
All right, I have a glove on.
And I set her in right in here so that you're close enough to.
Okay, what do I do here?
Grab a hold of her head and get a hold of underneath her flank and tip her on her backside so she's just sitting down.
CBC Sports presents.
Okay, CBC Sports evidently is going to cover this big event. It's important to sheep shear quickly.
Well, it is because your blades get dull and the sheep gets tired, so they start to kick after a while. Okay, so you're better to shear fast.
We've got a clock ready. If you get the shears ready, we're going to get the clock ready to roll. I'm going to sheep shear. To the best of my ability. Oh, the clock is even ready. Are you guys ready out there with the clock? All right. I'll as soon as I lift this sheep up, we'll try to.
We'll say go.
We'll try to start. You guys ready? All right. Sheep shearing. Let's begin.
That's a good start.
Now what do I do?
It's a real good start.
What do I do? Help me.
Now, what we've done here partly, we've done some of the belly. So what you're going to have to start to do is do on the far side.
Over here.
You start doing up here.
How do you turn this thing on?
And then you start doing up there. And do it right over the back side. Remember I suggested to you, if you don't do it far enough over the back, you'll end up... Just let her foot go, and just push down on here. And then come up.
Okay.
Whoa! Are you sure you practiced this, Bill?
I've only done this once before, really.
Well, this sheep is... She figured that she'd be nice to you today. And she wouldn't kick too much.
This is hard work.
And what you do is do over the back flank and all the way around to the back over the tail head. You have to have the shears sharpened real well, so obviously you can cut the animal sometimes, but any cut, I usually ought to, not too serious, and the animal heals quickly.
What now?
Okay, come around on the front, tip around on the front, and do back up in here yet.
Okay, further south to the back. How are you doing?
Oh, she's doing okay. She doesn't feel anything. It doesn't hurt her. These shears are a little sharper today than the ones you had before, but that don't hurt. Now come back up to like this, Bill.
Okay, I need some cord here.
There you go. Keep your neck up like that. And come up like this, where you're coming up towards the front. And that, when you get down on the back side of it next time, will be called that money strip, where you make all the money, make all the time. Now make sure you come back down through here, okay? What happens sometimes with the shears, and you'll notice it, and you could notice it today, is the lanolin in the wool will start to gum up on the bottom of the shears, and it'll start to close off the teeth. And when it closes the teeth off, you have a hard time pushing through the wool. And when you push through the wool, sometimes you think you're cutting the animal. So sometimes it becomes very difficult to shear them unless they're real warm, and then the animal, the lanolin flows freely, and the shears slip through it quite easily. Going.
Oh, what?
Okay.
More.
Do a little bit more, because if you don't do a little bit more, you'll end up, when you get on the other side, you're going to have some trouble getting around. Okay. Now
happy down there?
We can pull her up.
Okay. Come on up here.
And now what you got to do is keep your, that's it, put your foot here, put your other foot in here, and come up through the back of the neck. Up through here. From here straight up into here. There you go. Okay, pull it out. Oh, you're doing good. There you go. Now start. It isn't always quite as easy as it looks.
When you want a chocolatey treat, that can't be beat. It's brown cow now! Brown cow now? Wow! It's delicious, it's fun to make. All you take is a stir, step, stir, slurp. So here's a toast to the one we like the most. It's brown cow now. Brown cow now? Wow! It's delicious, cause it's more chocolatey than ever before. It's delicious.
For your rubber boots and broken jewels, model cars, toys and jars, it's a snap, can't you tell? It's Crazy Glue Gel.
All the strength of Crazy Glue 2 is now available in a gel for easier application, even on vertical planes. It gives you more time to fix just about anything and seal gaps cleanly without running. Crazy Glue 2 Gel, extra thick, extra strong, extraordinary.
For your rubber boots and broken jewels, the model cars, toys and jars, it's a snap, can't you tell? It's Crazy Glue Gel, yeah, Crazy Glue Gel.
Hi, I'm Ernie Reyes Jr., and I'll be at the Canadian Open Taekwondo Championships in Regina, Saskatchewan, May 16th. Hope you'll be there, too.
Be sure to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of TV Sidekicks, appearing in person with the champion West Coast performing team at the Regina Agrodome, Saturday, May 16th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 advance and $12.50 at the door. Available at the Regina Agrodome box office. Don't miss your chance to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of Sidekicks, May 16th. Be there.
Down onto the floor, and then just start coming from the back. Keep your foot underneath this, just like that. There you go. Okay. Because then she doesn't feel like she can get up. And she should just lay there for you while you come all the way through here, hold the neck back, and just come straight up the neck. And this is what the shears call the money stroke, because what they can do is they can just go from one end of the sheet straight through the other end, and they can make lots of time on this sort of clipping.
You want to bet?
Well, some can.
Must take a lot of practice.
Yes, it does. The good part of the shearing, actually, is in handling the sheep. If you can make the sheep sit easily for you, It's a lot less pressure on your back, and you don't have to bend over so far, and so your legs don't get so tired.
Right.
If the sheep starts fighting, then after you finish about 10 or 20, and you start fighting all of them, then you get extremely tired, and you better just quit. So the main thing is to learn how to handle the sheep. After that, they just sit there, and then you can shear them without much trouble.
I'm having trouble getting the clippers to go through.
Yeah, part of it is, I suspect, is because you haven't sheared that often, and you don't know how far down to push the clippers. A person's always afraid of cutting the sheep, and actually, cutting the sheep in most spots doesn't hurt the animal. It's like a nick on your own fingers. The only place you have to really watch it, of course, in the stomach area where all the big veins are, and they're very close to the surface of the skin. Over the back, along the sides, generally, although it'll hurt and it's not preferred, it doesn't make the animal suffer to any degree. Actually, sheep have an amazing ability to heal quickly, and within about half a day to a day, they're all healed up, and there's usually nothing, no problem with them.
Right. Well, in keeping with our makeover styling of today, I'm going to continue to shear this sheep, setting a personal speed record in the process. It's time now to go to a video which kind of exemplifies today's makeover show. Even for this sheep, the way you look is really just a matter of attitude. So here's Timbuk 3, hairstyles and attitudes.
Now just cut down through here like this. That gives you your second big money stroke, supposedly.
Okay. Hello.
We're doing good.
What? Keep on going down the leg there?
Keep on going down the leg. There you go.
I'm not a professional sheep shearer, but we have a sheep that will testify to that.
Take this bit off here.
Okay.
That way you keep the wool away from when you're going. You can more easily see where you're going then, Bill.
This sheep has been very patient. It's been nice.
This is usually the finish up area where you come back down across the animal and finish up on this end. Then, of course, the fleece should be laying out right like this in front of you, and that's where, of course, you flip it out like you do, and then tie it up. The shears are starting to gum up a bit right now, and that's why you're finding it's hard to push through, Bill. Usually it'll go through quite easily, but of course, the lanolin in the wool is what makes it gum like that, and then the fingers get a little bit closer together. Right. So don't get discouraged. That's one of the hazards of becoming a sheep shearer.
Am I nearly done?
Just about, yes. Actually, you're working so hard, you're starting to make me perspire also.
Well, it's hot here with the lights, too. We're getting hotter, the sheep's going to get colder. That'll be good.
That's right.
I must be nearly getting there.
Yeah, you're coming there pretty close. You can likely let that leg go if you want to. And when you're doing, sometimes you pull on this part, then that brings the skin tighter. You always try to keep the skin as tight as you can, because as the skin wrinkles up, that's when you tend to snip off a bit of the skin. And all those are some of the tricks that you learn after you've sheared quite a while. Well, there you go.
Okay, it wasn't not really award-winning shearing there, John.
Well, I think you have that much stamina. You're doing pretty good.
I did 13 minutes and 22 seconds.
Well, that's
a personal
great.
record. A personal record.
That's great. And the sheep is really happy about
That's right.
that. Yes.
Old 86U
she figured
survived the whole thing, and so did I. Thanks very much, John.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my breath back here, and we'll continue with our makeover special in 2 minutes. How are you doing there? Are you okay?
Oh, say, can you see my eyes? If you can, then my hair's too short. Down here, down.
New Bounty is coconut, moist, tender coconut, covered with a thick, smooth, chocolatey coating. New Bounty, moist, tender coconut gives you the taste of paradise.
Here's the fabulous Atlantic Bee Mop with its built-in remote control wringer and thick special dripless sponge head that always stays soft and absorbent. Your hands never touch the water. To wring it out without bending or straining, just pull up the lever. And now, in addition to the interchangeable Bee Mop head sold separately, comes the new Queen Bee Mop, 28% wider for all those heavier cleaning jobs. Also available, the Shaggy Duster with telescopic handle and the Shaggy Dust Mop with flexible handle. Two other fine Atlantic Bee products designed to ease your cleaning chores. Sold everywhere.
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger because it put more in.
There's more to satisfy you in the new bigger Snickers bar. More crunchy peanuts, more peanut butter nougat, more creamy caramel, more rich milk chocolate, more Snickers to enjoy, more Snickers to satisfy you. Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies. And now...
Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger, Snickers is bigger because it put more in. There's more to satisfy you. Yeah! In the land of Dairy Queen.
Discover the Royal Banana Split, made with a trio of Queen's Choice hard ice cream flavors. Rich vanilla, luscious chocolate, very strawberry. Topped and topped again as only Dairy Queen can. The Royal Banana Split, made with Queen's Choice hard ice cream. At $2.49, it's hard to resist. Royal Banana Split at Dairy Queen.
We treat you right.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan, to our hair-raising makeover competition. Joining me here is my sheep shearing instructor, I suppose you would say, John Somm. John, thank you very much for taking the time. You helped me a little bit earlier in the week when I did my practice shearing. I've done this once before. I think I was better on Tuesday than I was today. But anyway, I gave it a valiant effort. 12 minutes. That's not exactly a world record.
No, that's pretty good. I know some guys, they'll carry on for half an hour. As a matter of fact, I had one ram with horns that carried on for 3/4 of an hour. Come to a stalemate. He still had some wool, and I give up. So you did pretty good, Bill.
Well, now, people actually do this in competition. People are very good at this. What would be like the world record? Is there any... Do people keep track of these things?
Well, I'm sure that it's less than a minute, but you hear a minute regularly, and quite often that's done in Australia, or even last year we have a fellow in this province, Cliff Metherow. He was in the world competition in England, and I think he come in something like 12th, which was very good. And they that takes into account all the clipping and the nipping and how fast you actually shear the sheep.
Okay.
So 12 minutes is pretty good, Bill. You did pretty good.
Yeah.
Just the pure stamina is something that...
That's hard work. People maybe don't understand. You're wrestling with this thing the whole time. Now, how big was that sheep? Is that average, or...?
That was actually a smaller sheep. Well, smaller from the ones I have. I suspected it weigh around 135 pounds. Some of them weigh up to 180, and unless they sit for you, they sort of bounce you around. I've had some of the big rams that you actually can't touch the bottom of the back legs. You have to lay them down, go back, and then... and of course, if they jump, they just lift you right off the ground. And it becomes very difficult to handle them. They have to be docile.
Right. This is the time of year, sort of spring cleaning, I guess, for sheep. They've been woolly all winter to keep warm. Now is the best time to shear them. I think when I was chatting with your wife, she mentioned the important thing about sheep is that you want to do them annually. It's actually a better quality if you shear them each year.
Yes. What happens is when you get a period where they have lambs, it's a stress period, and the wool actually, the fiber starts to get a little break in it. It doesn't actually break, but it gets a weak spot. And so if you don't do them annually, what happens, that weak spot grows out into the next year, and your wool for the next year it breaks in the middle, and of course you get docked for the payment on that. Poor quality wool.
So it's sort of like the sheep would have a problem with split ends. So you have to get into the special cream rinse and the whole thing. Do you ever do that? Do you wash the sheep beforehand, or when do they get cleaned up?
Well, usually what happens, we will wash them for show sheep if you go to Agribition or one of the sheep shows, but generally, no. The odd time you'll find some people will, if they're in a high summer fallow area where there's a lot of dust blowing, they'll take and they'll wash the black spots off. If you notice that one you sheared today, along the back, right along the back, there's a ridge of black. Well, what happens, the dust collects in there, and sometimes that'll go right to the bottom of the sheep. And that, of course, is what dulls your blades, because you get little bits of sand, and then, of course, it takes you longer, and you get more frustrated and all those sort of things. But generally, you don't do them, unless it's real bad.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to bring in your sheep. I'm sorry
my pleasure, Bill.
I didn't make you a lot of money with that particular fleece, but I did my best. 12 minutes will have to be the best I can do. Thanks again. Time now to get to our third video of the morning. This is my old buddy Phil Collins and the rest of the gang, Mike Rutherford, etc., in Genesis. This is called Tonight, 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 Tonight. Welcome back, Saskatchewan. The makeover mayhem continues. The hair and fur is still flying. Reg Stuhlberg has been busy here with Pluto all morning long, transforming Pluto from that big black poof ball we saw earlier on. Almost ready for the finishing touch. How close are you to being finished now, Reg?
There's about a half an hour work into him.
This is a half an hour in.
I know.
You've been going feverishly. Now, is there any things you're trying to highlight with the dog?
Actually, what you're trying to do is make him have a big-looking body. So with this is one of the regulation show clips, eh? Top here, they all tie that up into elastics and everything. And you're actually trying to accent the better features of the dog. Make him look good.
Okay, so it's a shape and it's a whole bunch of stuff. Really interesting. All the hair. Maybe we get a shot down here. There's hair everywhere, and what a wonderful thing to have so much hair everywhere. Ooh, and soft and stuff. Now, you're convincing me that Pluto doesn't really mind this, eh?
He doesn't seem to be. He's sitting here good.
This is okay? All right. Pluto, you're a good dog. We got the... Sorry about that. Oh, this is for me? This is for us. We'll share this thing here. We have a picture, the before and after picture. You know, in the magazines, they always show what the people look like before and after. There's a picture of Pluto when we got started. And now we'll take a look at Pluto finished. Ooh, very well done. Well,
coming to a finish, yeah.
I'll let you continue on there because there's a little bit more work to do with Pluto before we're done. So you can continue snipping away on this famous face, and I'll tell all the folks at home that we showed a couple more famous faces on today's show, and we have some winners of those famous faces, people who will win Switchback mugs. Now, the first famous face was identified by... I'm not sure who identified. I'm not sure which face is which here. Ah, yes, there's a famous face. Who identified this one? Ryan Bellamy?
Yes.
Okay, Ryan Bellamy is the winner. Ryan Bellamy lives in Regina, and he identified Terry, who lives in Unity. Now, the second one was a bit more of a challenge because we had a pair of famous faces, twin babies, the Cisco Kids, as they've been affectionately known, and the Cisco Kids were identified by Krista Breaker. I think it's Breaker. I'm not positive. There it is, Krista Breaker, the Courtney and Megan Cisco Kids. Cisco Kids were a friend of mine. Neat, 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 neat. So for you, Krista, and for you, Ryan, we'll be sending off some Switchback mugs in the mail. Please allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. And you never know, there'll be some more famous faces. You might even recognize this famous face. If you look very closely into those eyes, you'll see him before, and then you'll see him after. Ooh, what a scary-looking critter. Who was that guy? It was amazing. That's my younger sister. Picture taken back in the early 70s. I won't tell you any more about it. An amazing transformation from before to after. Well, we were hoping to have members of the 1974 Memorial Cup winning Regina Pats in our studio this morning. For some reason, they've been unknowingly detained. So they're not here, but they would like me to mention to you people information about tonight's alumni game. The 1974 Regina Pats were the last Pats team to win the Memorial Cup. A lot of them went on to fame and fortune, as I recall. Clark Gillies still plays in the NHL, a very famous person, I guess. Dennis Sobchak still coaches with the Pats. Eddie Stanowski now farming in Chamberlain, played for the St. Louis Blues and the Winnipeg Jets. Anyway, all those people are getting back together, along with the Winnipeg Jets alumni. Now, the Winnipeg Jets were a team in the WHA, and that alumni team is getting together with the Pats alumni team for a benefit game tonight at the Agrodome. It costs $6 a seat, and all the proceeds go to the Brad Horning Foundation. So if you'd like to maybe answer that question, your mom or dad's probably been telling you, oh, yeah, but they used to play way better hockey in the olden days. Well, if you think they did, why don't you take your mom or dad to the Agrodome tonight, and you'll answer that question once and for all. I still maintain that they were much better in the olden days because my dad told me so. Anyway, go to the Agrodome tonight for Memories of 74, and it's a very worthy cause, the Brad Horning Foundation. We're just about ready to reveal our completed makeovers now. Our 4 lucky winners have a total new look, and we'll be back with Bryce from Sears in new clothes, new hair, and makeup when Switchback returns in 2 minutes.
Terrific. You know, I work closely with all kinds of people, so I use Chlorets. Because every time you're close to people, you've got to be concerned about bad breath. Only Chlorets have chlorophyll in rets. That's more effective than candy or mints. Because you never know when you're going to have to get tough with your breath.
Now you can win one of 2 Corvettes. See your store for details.
Hi, I'm Ernie Reyes Jr., and I'll be at the Canadian Open Taekwondo Championships in Regina, Saskatchewan, May 16th. Hope you'll be there, too.
Be sure to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of TV Sidekicks, appearing in person with the champion West Coast performing team at the Regina Agrodome, Saturday, May 16th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 advance and $12.50 at the door. Available at the Regina Agrodome box office. Don't miss your chance to see Ernie Reyes Jr., star of Sidekicks, May 16th. Be there.
So, another day, another shootout.
A drink instead.
Yeah, but not the usual.
Nope. When it's time to break out of the old routine, go for the real flavor of A&W Root Beer. Real good. Yep. When you don't want to go for the usual, go for the flavor.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan. Live television is an amazing thing. We've had a pretty hairy, if you'll pardon the expression, morning in here this morning with Reg working on dogs and Cindy and Sandy grooming our 4 makeover winners. John and I taking our hand working at sheep. It's been pretty crazy. And just about time now to reveal the final products, I suppose you would say. But before that, we want to find out the wonderful clothes they're wearing. We want to find out about those clothes and where they come from. And so Bryce is here to talk to us about that. Bryce Miles from Sears. Good morning, Bryce. Thank you for coming into Switchback this morning. Now, what can you tell us generally about the look of 87?
The look for 87 spring is it's light, it's bright, it's oversized. You'll see a lot of 100% cotton sheeting, pastel colors, and it goes to bright. Something like what you're wearing, Bill.
Okay. Well, I have a bright thing on, I suppose, for the occasion because it was important to me to look colorful today and hide the sheep stuff.
Well, you certainly do that, but the headband's going to have to go.
That's not a fashion statement for the late 60s?
Not de rigueur, no.
Okay, well, I'll lose that momentarily. We've got the finalists standing by right now, and before we see them officially, we're going to take a look at what they looked like this morning when they first walked in here at sometime before 8 o'clock in the morning. This was one dull, drab individual. Look at her. She even looks to be pouting. This is Jennifer Webb before. She comes down from Saskatoon with her listless clothes. She doesn't look real happy. Now, a close-up look of Jennifer's face will reveal, an unhappy childhood. Jennifer looking glum. But through the wonders of our 1987 makeover, there's Jennifer now. Ooh, she's looking very nice. Jennifer looks tremendous. Bryce, maybe I can get you to describe the clothing that Jennifer is wearing there. Jennifer, maybe I can get you to just turn around really slowly for us.
Okay, Bill. Jennifer is wearing again, we go to 100% cotton sheeting in the blouse and the jacket. The skirt, the turquoise skirt, is accented by the white highlights, including the purse. And, of course, the necklace, the turquoise necklace, and earrings complement the skirt.
Okay, well, that's a one-looking young lady, and I think the transformation has been very amazing. Time to go to one of the fellas now. I guess next up we have Orion. Orion lived up in Laurens and was commenting that he had a bit of a problem getting clothes up there because there's probably not a lot of different places to choose from up in Laurens, but since he's come to Regina, now he's in the makeover competition, he looks like a totally different individual. Now, when Orion first came in this morning, he was a pretty dull-looking critter. Oh, look at that guy. Orion's looking tough, you know, wearing the black, got the high-top shoes on, hair limp and listless and everywhere.
Orion wasn't a problem. Orion came in looking much like that at Sears, and but he knew exactly what he wanted, and he went for, again, the light, bright look. The slacks he's wearing are 100% cotton. Notice the front pleats. of highly decorated and very bright shirt, and a light yellow jacket to complement the whole thing with blue boat shoes.
All right, Orion was really happy about the shoes and happy about the pants too. Orion, maybe you could give us a word there. What are you most happy about with your entire makeover? Between the hair and the clothes, what do you think the best is?
My shoes.
Happy about the shoes. Okay, there's a young man who knows what he wants, and he knows how to get it. Thanks very much, Orion. Okay, we're going to go back to another one of the young ladies now. Julie McKay has aspirations of modeling potentially someday, and she's a good-looking young lady, so I think there's some potential there. But believe me, when she came in this morning, she looked far from being a model. There's Julie when she came in this morning, looking like she has 3 hubcaps under her shirt there. She's a, whoa, look at that. Julie's looking rugged, but I consider through the wonders of makeover, she is now one nice-looking person. There she is. Whoa, very good-looking Julie. And what's Julie wearing, Bryce?
Well, we took Julie through about 3 different departments. We had a great time running her around. She picked a very pretty pink chambray denim skirt and the white and brightly colored or pastel colored sweater stripe, accented with a white jacket, oversized jacket, and of course her pretty turquoise sneakers.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Julie. You're looking much... Just wait there, Julie. What do you like the best of your entire makeover?
All of it, I guess.
Well, the entire thing's looking really good. Thanks very much for participating. All right, Bryce, our 4th human participant in our makeover competition is another young guy. This is Terry Bell, who lives in Regina. Now, Terry, I guess, traditional looking guy there. He's got sort of the sweats on, the jean jacket, looking, well, bad. I'd have to say that. He's not a... Look at this guy. What happened to these people this morning? They've all got they got one bad pout happening there. But, once again, the 1987 makeover has transformed Terry into this guy. Whoa! Look out. That is cool. Well, he's even got a bit of a hop in his step. What's Terry wearing?
Yeah, no, Terry, we had a great time with Terry. Those bell-bottoms really, they really flashed for us. Terry picked a very pretty pair of reverse leg dress pants and a light jacquard weave and front pleats, polyester cotton pink shirt buttoned down with a really shiny acetate tie.
Okay, a good-looking guy. And the hair is quite different. He's got
the hair is different.
The makeover hair complete with lots of good styling gel. What do you like the best, Terry, about your look?
All of it.
All of it? Happy with everything out there? You were interested in maybe trying to pick up some girls?
No.
What do you think the odds are now?
No.
No? Still not interested?
No.
Still sticking with the hot car. Terry, maybe I can get you to bring that microphone over here with you when you come. Just unclip the thing there, and Romy will give you a hand there. And you can step over as our 4th makeover person. Bryce, I'll get you to slide over here a bit. We'll get Cindy and Sandy to come on in here and join you on the couch. We're just going to chat a little bit about how things have gone with the hair today. That's one of the things. Things have been happening very, very quickly in here in the studio today, and not a lot of time to do very many things. Maybe I'll just get you guys to hold that. Whoever needs to say something can hold on to that. Any big challenges in the hair department from you folks from Blondies?
Yeah, there's some pretty big challenges. Actually, we had to do some pretty quick stuff here, and it worked out really well, though.
Yes, and quite a dramatic change. Any problem with the, especially with the young women, not wanting to lose all of their hair? A lot of people get pretty uptight if they've got all this long hair and then they cut it off.
They were excellent. They really had their act together. It was great.
Is the gel, it looks like a stage fright over here for Terry. He's got the hair going right up. That's one of the things that most of these people, their hair was just like falling down and lazy, and that seems to be an important thing. Is it maybe to perk it up a little?
That's right. Well, as soon as you start taking it away from the face and giving it some nice lines and cleanliness, it starts looking really, really update and cool and sophisticated.
Okay. Any idea of an interest in potentially sheep shearing in the future?
I think it'd be great. We could have dyed one up for you here, right?
That's maybe something we should consider. John, maybe I'll get John to step in. You come around right here beside me, John. Our resident sheep shearing analyst and expert, John, and maybe I can hand the microphone from you. Have you got any interest in maybe working with young people and doing their hair, or are you going to just stick with the sheep?
Well, for their benefit, I suggest that I don't, because I don't think I get it quite as good as it is. They may lose it all, actually, is what might happen to them.
And you'd put it up in a big bale and probably sell it for money.
Well, I'd certainly try to sell it, yeah. It'd really be worth more than the wool.
And there's hair lying all over the place. Reg, maybe we can get Reg to to grab Pluto and come on over here and come along the way. Have you any pets that you've had to
Well, we have a Commodore that we shear, but
Yeah,
we
just come
don't
on
do a
and sit
job
right up
like
right
that. He does a lot better job than we do. The Commodore is about 5 times the size, too, so.
Okay. Reg, I'll get you to hold this. You can describe the finished product there for us. Pluto's looking wonderful.
Okay, this is what they call a continental clip in the show poodles. He's got quite a bit of scissoring there that you could do to finish him, make him look just special, But he's on his way. He's a lot cooler now, and he's just got this big body coat here for them to look after. There's a lot less hair for them to brush.
All right. Well, you're a good-looking dog there, Pluto, if you'll pardon the expression. I just want to say a big thanks to you 4 people in the back. These guys can poke your heads all through here so we can see you. Thanks very much to Jennifer and Julie for coming in and letting us, I guess, perform the makeover. You guys are looking wonderful. And for you, Orion and Terry, the new looks suit you 4 people. I hope you probably have a thank you for the people at Blondie's and Sears and our own makeup people here, incidentally, Carol and Mona, who are hiding out in the back corner there. They had to run around frantically and transform the facial features of these people and all the rest of us to make us look even more, well, shall I say, average than we already do. Okay, on next week's program, we've got we have a lot of exciting things, including 3 of my favorite videos from nowadays. So we're going to take a look at these on next week's Switchback Headlines.
You might think that it's much too soon for us to go this far.
That's Lou Gramm. Used to be with Foreigner, now on his own with his big hit, Midnight Blue. Bryan Adams' latest Heat of the Night. One raunchy tune from a guy who's changing his image a little bit. This is really climbing the charts. That one's going to go somewhere. Those are the videos on next week's program, plus, well, maybe a couple of extras we're going to slide in. Also, guests next week, we have people, 500 youngsters from all over the province in Saskatchewan for Gymnastrata. That's a European name, which means, I guess, gymnastics in the street, and it's rhythmic gymnastics with the hoop and the clubs and the balls. Sounds like gang warfare. I'm not sure, but it's rhythmic gymnastics, really gaining popularity. They'll be here to show us demonstrations, and we'll learn more about that sport next week. Also, Girl Guide cookies. You know, they're selling Girl Guide cookies again in Regina for the first time in 27 years, and boy, am I hungry. Looking forward to those Girl Guide cookies. They'll be here. I think I get a special presentation of cookies as well. Also sailing, the provincial flower, I think, is the tumbleweed or something like that. But that's also the name of sailboats. So Richard Perry will be here along with some young people who do sailing for fun and for recreation. And I guess it's sailing season now that most of the ice has gone off of all of our lakes. Also, provincial winners from high school drama competitions. These people have been chosen. They're going to be here for a big competition and contest next week in Regina. So we're going to find out what's happening in the high school drama departments around the province. We have people scurrying about here in behind the scenes here, so I'm not really sure what that means. Anyway, action-packed show next week. The week after that, of course, is Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is always special because it's a wonderful opportunity for me to meet my mother. What is happening here? Tell me.
Sure.
Oh, a prize for my sheep shearing. Should I open this up now? What are you guys doing? I never know what's going on here. I'm not sure we have time for this. Do we have time for this? Well, I got to try to. Bear with me. I know this is exciting for me, maybe not for you. You know, you shouldn't wrap it up like this. You want me to get inside of it. Anyway, we got a lot of exciting things coming up on Switchback in the next couple of weeks. Oh, what did Bill get? Uh-oh. We'll throw this right here. It looks like Bill Wright Toyota. Yeah, Bakersfield's Toyota dealership. We'll see you guys next week.